never intended to quit perverting the way of the Lord.
This is Stevie R. Butler, the host of the Gospel Light Radio Show. We have had a great show on today. We heard a lesson from my co-host, Wayne Shamwell, and he did a great job on the subject of who is Jesus. We had some great questions from my Shout It Out platform. And we also took up one of the questions that Bonita Miller asked last week, and we brought that question to the show last Thursday. And my co-host was answering that question, and we also brought it. It was such a good question, and we brought it back on the show today. And because the question was so good, we're going to do a special edition on the Gospel Light Radio Show on April the 20th to answer that question that Bonita Miller had. And Bonita, if you're watching this video, make sure I'm gonna tag your name on this video. So make sure you're tuning in. You can also listen to today's episode, as some of my co-hosts also answered your question, and on last Thursday, which was episode 34, where we dealt with your question on that show as well. But this is episode 35, so you can listen to some of the responses to your question as well. And that question was, how did we get the Bible? And it was a question about, did King James bring us the Bible and all that. No, she had like 3 questions that I was asking my co-host on the broadcast today and on last Thursday. So we're going to do a special edition on April the 20th. And that theme for that radio show is going to be, how did we get the Bible? And that show is based on this question, this shouted out question that Bonita Miller from the state of California asked on my shouted out platform on last week. So keep those questions coming to my shouted out platform. There's some great questions, and we are bringing some of those questions from my platform onto this radio show so we can have great discussions as well. So I want to thank my co-host today, Wayne Shamwell, for that fine lesson that he presented, and also my co-host, Tim Bench, who is his subject that he's preaching on right now is entitled Hard Preaching. So I just want to thank my co-host and also David Gates for their participation in this radio broadcast, and I just want them to know that I really appreciate their effort and labor of love on this radio show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not taking none of this for granted. I am not taking none of this for granted, because I recognize the work that is involved in putting these lessons together. We're on the air Tuesdays and Thursdays, so there's a lot of work involved for these gentlemen who are working on this show, getting their lessons together to present on this radio broadcast. And I just want to let them know that I really appreciate their labor of love as they present the gospel of Christ on this radio show. So thank you all for your love and support for this broadcast. You can tune in if you didn't get a chance to listen to the live show. You can click on the link that will be attached to this advertisement, and it will take you to the Blog Talk site, and you can see all of the episodes that we have recorded on this broadcast. And we're on episode 35. We're laying one brick at a time, ladies and gentlemen, and we are bringing some great lessons on this radio show. So I want to thank you all for your love and support of the Gospel Light Radio Show. I'm your host, Stevie R. Butler. Thank you. Peace.
Verses 27 and 28.